Greetings to you, the Alabama Youth Department. This is Adam Maddox, your Alabama Youth President. And I'm so excited to be coming to you today with some great news. We have some things lined up while we're all in quarantine and practicing our isolation. And we just want to bring some important updates and announcements to you regarding the Alabama Youth Department. One of the first things I want to talk to you about is Alabama Youth Camp coming up June the 1st through the 5th. We're so excited to have Brother Raymond Duncan coming in to preach our Alabama Youth Camp. I will let you know at this time we are still planning to have our Alabama Youth Camp. And Brother Duncan, I spoke to him earlier on the phone today, and he is looking forward to being here. Of course, we are monitoring all situations. We will take the guidance of the state and our health directors and the direction of the nation. We are watching this day to day, and we're trying to monitor the situation, and we're staying on top of it. At this time, we are still planning to have Alabama Youth Camp, and I, for one, am excited about that. I'm praying that this virus goes away and we're able to have Alabama Youth Camp. At this time, we are planning for registration to go live on May the 1st, and if everything still goes to plan. And again, just bear with us as we work through this along with you day to day as we get updates on the virus. I also encourage you during this time, stay connected to your youth group. Stay connected to your youth pastor. Stay connected to students that you go to school with. Make sure that you're being the influence that God has called you to be. You have the greatest opportunity of all of human history to be able to use social media. You have phone calls, text messages. You can create Skypes or Facebook live streams. There's so many things and technology resources that you have at your fingertips in this generation, this day, and this time to be able to reach your generation. I encourage you and I challenge you, use whatever means necessary to stay connected to those in leadership, to your peers, and those you're trying to reach. Do a Bible study online. Have a phone call or a conversation or whatever that is good for you and those you're trying to reach and those you're trying to stay connected to during this time of isolation. We are the church and we're going to be the church. And I will tell you, you've been called to the kingdom for such a time as this. God saw this and He knew that you would be a generation that knew how to use technology and how to reach your world with technology. I encourage you, use this technology that we have to your advantage to be a witness in this day. Also, I am super excited to announce to you that during this time of isolation, during the virus, that we are going to try to bring to you a daily devotion. Starting tomorrow, starting after 4 p.m., we have Brother Victor Jackson. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we're going to post a daily video of Brother Jackson bringing a devotion to you, the students of Alabama. I am so excited, and Brother Jackson is so excited to bring these devotions into your home, into your life. We are believing God is going to touch and minister through these devotions. And in the weeks to come, we're going to reach out to youth pastors, the youth committee, and other pastors and leaders and other evangelists to bring a devotion during this time daily into your homes, into your lives while we're on quarantine. I'm believing God is going to use this hour and this moment to bring the church to its greatest moment and its greatest hour. I'm believing for miracles in this time. I'm believing for radical evangelism. And I believe God is pushing the church into an uncomfortable place to show the world who the church is and the power that God has. And lastly, I want to leave you with this. 2 Chronicles 7:14 says, "If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray, and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. I believe in this moment that God is challenging us to not just waste our days away, but to connect with Him more, to connect with our peers more, to connect with leaders more, to silence all the noise and to silence maybe media for just a moment and get in the Word of God and to get into a place of prayer and fasting. So I ask you, as we are in this place of quarantine and isolation, if you would join us, the Alabama Youth Department, at 8 a.m. every morning for prayer. And I wonder if you would join us on Thursdays for a time of fasting. If it's one meal, if it's a snack, if it's all day, whatever you can do, I ask you as the Alabama Youth Department to join us in a time of prayer and consecration and dedication to God, prayer and fasting and daily Bible reading. We've also got some other things lined up that I will be letting you aware of through social media. We're going to try to do some joint Bible studies. But during this time, don't be discouraged, but reach out to your friends through whatever means you can. Take time to pray. Take time to fast. Take time to work on your relationship with God. And I promise you, we're going to get through this and we're going to be greater for it. God has a purpose. God has a plan. And I believe the greatest days are ahead for the Alabama Youth Department. Be looking for those posts coming out on social media. We're going to also post just the audio to Spotify. We're going to post them to iTunes so you can have access to it, just the audio. But I believe in God is going to do something great when we introduce His Word into our homes and make our homes a place of worship. I love you. My family loves you. And we are believing God is going to do something in your lives in the days ahead. Let Him use you and make yourselves available to Him. I love you. God bless you. And we'll be talking to you soon.